Hi, welcome to Community Hotline. I'm Monica Weitzel. We're here in Gresham at MetroEast Community Media. We're going to be talking with a couple of ladies here who are going to tell us about an event coming up. We have with us Brianna Bigham, who is the center manager for Ambleside, the Meals on Wheels people. Nice to have you here, Brianna.
Thank you.
And Judith O'Connell, you're the owner of the Mount Hood Adult Day Center. Thanks for coming on the show again, because you have been on before.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, it's nice to have you here. So before we talk about this collaboration that you have and the event that's going on, maybe you could each take a minute and tell me about what you do. You're the center manager for Meals on Wheels. Tell me about that a little bit.
Well, we serve seniors in the Gresham area, and that encompasses Corbett, Wood Village, Troutdale, and
It's not just Gresham. Yeah,
no.
Gresham area, yeah.
We really pick up everything basically east of 181st.
Wow.
So we serve out of our center about 240 home delivered meals every day and an average of 80 people in our dining room. So that's Monday through Friday.
That's a lot. And at the county building right down the street.
Yes, right across
Right
the
down
street.
the street from MetroEast, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice
Yeah.
facility.
It's nice because it's right on the Max line, so
Yeah,
8th and
it
Kelly
couldn't be
people
more
can get
convenient.
there. Yeah.
Plus, Ride Connection is there too, so
Yes.
they can bring people. Do they bring people
They
sometimes?
do, actually.
Yeah.
We have 2 regular Ride Connection routes that lead right to our doors.
Perfect,
so, yes.
perfect. So how
We're
long have you
starting.
been there, Brianna?
I actually started at that center about 5.5 years ago. I've been the center manager for 2.5 years. I did focus on the Meals on Wheels program before that.
So the Meals on Wheels, there are other locations.
Yes, there are 31 locations in all. Overall, Meals on Wheels people serves about 5,000 meals every weekday in the
Wow.
yeah, and that would be in Washington, Clark, and Multnomah counties.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of cooking.
It is.
But from what I understand, that the interaction is as valuable as the food.
It really is. I think that's the piece that people kind of don't get until they're on the service, is that it's really about, our mission is also about not allowing a senior to experience social isolation.
Which is great. That's great. And plus, when people are going into their homes, they can kind of see if something's changed, or they could be one of the people that will report if something is wrong.
Absolutely. We had just a couple of weeks ago where a driver reported a client wasn't home, and we thought that doesn't happen, and so we called the police, and they found that the client was in need of medical help.
How great is that they were able to do something and not wait till it was too late. That's
Exactly.
a very serious thing. So Judith, you also deal with a similar population, but in a different way. Why don't you tell us about the Day Center?
5 years ago, I met Brianna, and we worked together with the same mission, trying to make sure that seniors aren't finding themselves isolated at home. And I opened the Day Center, which provides day services for seniors and adults with disabilities. So family caregivers can bring their loved ones to us for the day. And we provide warm meal through Meals on Wheels and social and cognitive stimulus, art therapy, horticulture therapy, and that gives the family caregiver a break for the day.
A much needed break, I'm sure.
Yes.
Being a caregiver is a really exhausting and 24/7 job.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's as much for them as it is for the
We were
people that are
shocked to
there.
find out that the morbidity rate for family caregivers is actually higher than the people they care for.
Wow.
So that just drove our passion even further, and now we serve 20 to 30 seniors a day out of the center, and we have a really great program that helps people where they're at. So if somebody's in late stage dementia, we're able to help them. We help with restroom, we help with physical care, walkers. If somebody's early stage, then we're getting them into the cognitive stimulus classes.
Try to keep them
Absolutely.
at the highest level,
Yes.
functioning level that they can be.
Their highest cognitive level they can be at. And a lot of times we will have people who come in and they've been slowly isolating themselves. When your partner has a disease, you tend to isolate yourself a little bit. Your friends stop coming over quite as much. And then you find yourself just alone.
And resentful probably, and
Yeah.
lonely. And
And you have to get the dishes done. You have to get the laundry done. You need to get those things done. And so we end up watching television. And the
getting
brain
depressed.
the brain is less active when you're watching television than even when you're sleeping. So imagine what that's doing to an already compromised dementia brain. So we kind of see a bit of a perk of the brain when they come in. You know, the eyes brighten after about 3 weeks. It's really fun to see that.
You can really see that.
Yeah, we have caregivers pick up. Well, you know, they'll drop and say, "Oh, they're not going to like it. It's just not their thing. They don't sing." And they come in and they come in and then they do karaoke. So
I love it.
one of our participants that's been with us for 4 years now, learned a new song, which is pretty rare, and he learned a new song, and we had their anniversary at the center, and so we really become part of people's lives, much like
part of the family. Imagine.
Yeah, Meals on Wheels does. You come in and have that social piece and become friends. And
So you have regulars.
oh yes, yes. Most people are on a
Do
schedule.
people drop in occasionally, or is it mostly? I would think it'd be mostly
Most
on a
people
regular schedule.
are on a schedule. There are drop-ons on occasion.
And
So.
if somebody were interested in bringing their loved one there, or if that person was in a place where they could actually contact you, do they make an appointment to interview with you, or they just come on in, or
They can come on in, or they can call if they want to make sure that they're talking to me. Then they probably better call ahead and make sure I'm not off squeezing my grandbabies or something like that.
Yeah.
But we've got an amazing team. We've grown through interns and volunteers over the years. We work with Mount Hood Community College. We work with Ride Connection. We actually have outings that we work with Leslie at Ride Connection
Good.
through. So
Leslie's great.
we've been, really partnered with our community, and the community's given back, and we've.
That's a great segue to talk about this event that you have coming up. So this is the Spring into Wellness Fair.
Yeah.
And really that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's partnering with other community organizations.
Well, yeah, and if you think about, the day, a day in the life of a senior who might have challenges with mobility, have not be able to drive anymore, there are all these great resources that are available, but it can be really hard to access them.
Where do you begin?
Exactly, and we so often, when people sign up for Meals on Wheels, they'll kind of get a referral from a doctor's office or a neighbor or somebody that just happened to have heard about us. And one of the big things that we hear is, I had no idea that you guys were around.
Really?
Yeah, and so this is a chance for a lot of the area agencies to get that FaceTime, and we're doing it in a building that was designed for seniors to be kind of one-stop shopping. And
The county building?
Yeah,
Right
the
down the
county
street,
building,
right.
because in that building there's a senior center, there's medical and dental, aging, disability. So
Ride
we were
Connection.
thinking yes, Ride Connection. So we're thinking they're already there, so let's bring it to them.
And it's very ADA?
Yes,
Is that right?
it's very accessible.
Yeah, it's flat, there's no stairs, it's just easy to get around in big wide doorways.
Exactly. Yeah. And the idea is just to provide answers to people that they may not even know that they're looking for, because maybe they think that this challenge they've been dealing with is just something that they just have to deal with, but there could be a resource for it.
Yeah.
And what a great, wonderful surprise to find out,
Yeah.
oh, look, I don't have to do this
Yeah.
alone, or I don't
Well, we
have
just
to.
found out today there's normally a family caregiver grant through the county that if you're a family caregiver and you don't qualify for Medicaid, you have low funds. And normally it's $600. Well, we found out today that they have excess funds, and now they have $1,200 grants.
Really?
And how would you know that as a family caregiver? You need to know somebody to know that.
Well, it's
so,
not going to be keeping up, checking. I mean, where do you even begin?
So we immediately go and call all our family caregivers. Hey, these funds are available. But like you say, a lot of times you don't know what you don't know. So it's important to have somebody advocating for you. So they can get the information. How do you get on Medicaid? What's the difference between assisted living and skilled nursing?
Those things are confusing.
They are. It's a lot of information to be expected to know.
And it's often information that we're needing to know. Adult children that are working full time and that have kids themselves, they have these busy lives and they're trying to take care of mom and dad. So it can be really overwhelming.
Yeah, you take the help if you can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who are some of the organizations that you'll be working with at this fair?
Well, we have all the organizations that are in the building are going to be represented.
Great.
So Aging and Disability, the Senior Center, the Northwest Jamboree, and Ride Connection.
The Northwest Jamboree.
It's really cool. They get together one Sunday a month and they play acoustic instruments. So it's just for anybody to come.
It's a social thing.
Yeah, it is so cool.
It's a social thing, but it probably also improves their cognitive ability. And,
It's
fun.
pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
that sounds like fun.
So all of those organizations are going to be there, along with, we decided 10 different assisted living facilities or
Adult care
There's a lot.
communities.
There's a lot of them
communities.
here
Yeah.
in this
there's-
area.
Yeah.
Yeah, memory care, assisted living, independent living, skilled nursing will be there.
Perfect. Yeah, and also we have the library coming in to talk about their program that takes books to seniors. The Alzheimer's Association is coming in. City of Gresham is going to come in to talk about their go-kart program.
Their go-kart program.
It's a new
Intrigued,
I'll
aren't
have
we?
to
Now
check
we're
it out when I'm
intrigued.
there.
You'll have to
Yeah,
go.
I will have to check it out when I'm there. 'Cause I will be there. So,
It's a
sounds like fun.
go-kart with your name on it.
Go-kart, okay. I am intrigued. So this is going to be on May 11th, which is a Monday.
Yes.
Right, and that
Yeah.
is from 10 to 2.
Yep.
Kind of right in the middle of the day there.
10 to 2.
And so who can go to this?
Anybody. It's geared towards seniors, but my ultimate goal is that in 5 years this can be a community event because I don't feel like we have enough community resources that are Gresham specific. We tend to put everything in Portland, and that can be a long ways away.
Yeah, it is.
So,
it is.
yeah. So this year we're focusing on seniors, but there will be some things that really the general community would be able to access.
Well, and really, I mean, as this population grows older, everybody has a senior in their life somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, whether
Exactly.
it's in your family or it's a neighbor or whatever. So just knowing that the services are available.
Right.
And because this is a free fare for the
It is.
people that attend
Yeah.
it, right? Yeah. So anybody can come and just check it out. And so what else can they expect there? Will these be booths that people can go to, tables that people can go to find out information? Is that?
Well, it'll be tables set up in 2 different rooms. One of the rooms actually backs up to our dining room, and so they'll get a chance to really see what our dining room service looks like also.
Will the seniors be able to go in there and eat then?
Anybody 60 or over can eat. So we'll be serving lunch from 11:30 to 1. And that's
So
kind of
right in the middle of it. That's
exactly.
perfect. Yeah,
Yep.
that's perfect.
Yeah, and then the other room that we have is going to be right next to the senior center, so it'll be a great chance for people to stop in and see what the senior center does. 'Cause
Well, so you can bring the senior in your life,
Yes.
and then when they're at lunch, then you go check out the little gift shop there.
There
the
you
Ambleside
go.
gift shop, and they have some really cool stuff
They
down
do.
there.
The very, very best place to buy birthday presents and baby shower gifts for little ones. Oh my goodness. Everybody says, "Where did you get this?"
I know I've got a new little one in my life, so I'm gonna be down there spending
Head
some
right
money.
down the street.
Yeah, that's great. We're almost out of time, so tell me what else do we need to know about this event, and then what else is going on in your world here?
Just come down, bring
down to the event?
people.
Okay.
Even if somebody doesn't want to or doesn't qualify for lunch, if they're not 60 or over, it's a great chance to check out volunteering as well.
Oh, there you go. So it's a
Yeah.
volunteer opportunity. And then there was something else you were telling me about, a little
Yes.
event that was going to be going on down there. What?
We also have a metal recycling event coming up on June 20th, and it's super cool. It's in our parking lot, and people can get rid of their rigid plastics and metal appliances, and just the stuff that's been laying around in your yard that you've been meaning to get rid of for a long time.
Okay.
It's cool.
And then when you turn it in, that money will go to support
Yeah.
Meals on Wheels.
Yep, so it doesn't cost them anything to drop it off,
Oh,
and it's a
good.
fundraiser
Good
for
deal.
us.
Wonderful. That's that's a win-win.
Yeah.
Thank you both very much for being here. I'm looking forward to the event. I'll be there, and I think it'll be fun, and it'll be very educational. So I hope a lot of people show up. And if they have questions, your website or Facebook page? What's the best?
Facebook is Meals on Wheels People,
Okay.
And the website is mealsonwheelspeople.org.
Great. Okay. Thanks very much, Judith
Thanks for
and
having
Brianna.
us.
Thank you.
You bet. Thanks for watching this segment of Community Hotline. We'll be right back, so don't go away.